bring it forward because, you know, the sound. We got the music going. For Time Shi'nanigans with your host, Sharita, me. And I have a special guest tonight here. Just happened to pop by the open mic. We got the one and only Pooh Hef. Radio personality. Tell us about your career. Like, thank you. Oh, well, first off, thank you for being here.
Yep.
And secondly, let us know about you.
I actually accidentally saw a flyer and I don't know whether I call him Z or this motherfucker has so many names.
He does.
But
he's talking about Zeke. You know, Zeke is always on the show with me. You know.
But I saw a post on a group, and I saw it, and me and my friend Reese, I'm leaving. I've been leaving for like 3 months, and something keeping me in. And I'm starting.
El Paso will do that to you. El Paso will do that.
It gets aggravating after a while because I'm like, yo, I gotta go. But I've been going through these things where, like, I've been going through these R&B karaoke, listening to poetry and stuff like that. Stuff that when I lived here, I didn't get a chance to do because I was doing so much mainstream stuff.
Wow.
And, like, I'm a hip-hop head, like, my heart, even though I worked in a mainstream platform. People mistaken me, but I'm like, man, I'm 2 years out of radio. I'll fucking slap you in the face if you say something disrespectful.
Exactly.
Like, before I was protecting license. My only license is what matters. I protect that very well. So I'm kind of excited that I'm seeing open mic stand-up comedies, like all different R&B nights, like things that in my career I didn't get to have. And it's a bravery thing at the end of the day. Like it's a lot to stand in front of people. Like,
oh yeah, like I just did it myself, and I'm like, sometimes you don't know what you're gonna say.
Yeah.
You have your set, but you don't know how the crowd's gonna take it, or if you're just gonna like you're a celebrity here in El Paso. So it's like you're performing in front of a celebrity, and it's like, well, am I gonna mess up my set? Am I gonna be offensive, or are they gonna like what I do? You just gotta go up there and do it.
Well, the way that I always looked at it. If you look at my career is behind a microphone and 4 walls, and luckily I never had to, for the majority of my career, had to see anybody, except the people that was in the studio with me.
Right.
But when it came to concerts, and then I ended up being a concert promoter while I was on the radio, and I had to go on stage, I had to do that. So the secret is, I never set up, so I'm just telling you for the first time. People that know me know this story. So everybody that knows me knows that I have undeniable stage fright. Like my stage fright, yeah, it's bad. Like as a DJ, as a performer, as anything. So when I was working at Power 102, I have high anxiety, but I lived through it. So you can sit up there and be like, and use that as an excuse. But a lot of people, they know that. They thought I was just an outgoing guy, and I've never been outgoing. I don't want to call myself an introvert. I'm not an introvert because I love people,
right?
But I don't like a lot of people.
Right. Crowd control.
And I was thrown on the biggest stage in El Paso's history. That was Power Jam 2000. It was right before 9/11.
Oh, wow.
And it was at the Sun Bowl. I just moved back to El Paso, and the Sun Bowl, we did a show there. And John Candelario, which is our PD, he was like, and we did Ja Rule, Shanti, and all this. This was right when Ja Rule and Shanti became mega store. We had B2K, blah, blah, blah. Naughty by Nature was there. We had everything for everybody, and everybody saw a full Sun Bowl. I don't know, talking in front of the crowd. Like, well, I wasn't expected to. My job was something else.
Just to play music?
No, my job wasn't even that. I was a driver that year.
No way!
So I was around the artists, but I was driving. None of the on-air personalities, they get out there, they're like, yo, I remember the opportunity of what made who have was this opportunity. John Candelaria said, "Pooh, I need you to get on stage, man. 'Cause these motherfuckers is acting up."
No way.
And I said, and I jumped on stage because I used to rap before. I was a rapper and a producer way back in the 90s type shit.
All here in El Paso?
No, I was in Dallas. Yeah, so I jumped on stage, and then my voice, I hate it. I hate my voice.
That hint of raspiness?
It's because I smoke cigarettes. You know what I mean? And I had this accent that I couldn't get rid of, and I had all this stuff. And I'm not from New York. People were like, "Are you from New York?" And I'm like, "No, I'm a DMV dude." But if you're from the north of the Mason-Dixon, everybody has that. Yeah, but I didn't know I had one. I never knew I had one. Even my wife was like, "Where you get this accent when you're living in El Paso?" And I'm like, "Well, I never gravitated to change. I should talk like a Texan or I should talk like Hispanic. I should be either one."
Do you even speak Spanish though since you've been in El Paso this long? See, so it doesn't matter.
I don't speak.
Doesn't matter.
But I wish I could. Oh no, I understand it. I understand I understand the derogatory shit that gets
bad words always stand out.
Yeah, you say some shit. I went to Bel Air High School, so I got that.
Right here in El Paso.
I get El Paso. Like I grew up here. I moved away, came back. That's when I started doing radio. Well, I did radio. DJ Mark X was doing the put me on. And so when they got me put on.
So it's basically for you, your career started off just being at the right place at the right time.
No.
Chance and opportunity.
No, it was no opportunity. Nah, well.
You went from driving to.
Yeah, okay, so let's finish that story. Okay. I fucking destroyed that shit to come back to going back to the same thing. And they still didn't give me my own show and went for somebody else. So they ended up going with Chris Chavez, rest in peace. They went with Chris Chavez, and I still did the same thing until 2000. I started traveling. I was the Mix Show DJ over there. I did the Mix Show, and I was the number one Mix Show person in the Southwest. I had numbers that nobody else ever had on the weekend. So I was good with that, and I got to travel, and people knew me as fucking cool. It wasn't until he got fired. And then he goes across the street at 104, and then they were like, and they looked at me, and I'm gonna tell you, man, being black, it's tough. It is, but it isn't. And I understand culture. So culture to me is that I went to Bel Air High School, and Bel Air was an area called Hacienda Heights. Hacienda Heights was nothing but black people and Hispanics, and one white family. That was it. And we were black the whole time. We were just black ass people who see some trolls, we get in a fight with them and keep them moving, but we didn't hate each other. Until we leave that. I don't know how it is now, but that's what it was. And being black, I never used being black as an excuse to succeed. Because you can succeed. That's, the radio station told me, yeah, you have to have a Hispanic name and all that for the people here to understand you. And I was like, no, the fuck I don't. Pooh was a name that was given to me by a friend in high school because my name is Johanse, and it's a West African name, and people here, they just didn't pronounce it right. Right. And I just rather you call me something else than fuck up my name. Exactly. That's all it is. Exactly. So everybody, I ended up going to Hank's right down the street. And it was like white people and all this shit I ain't never really seen. And I was like, man, I'm just gonna go white people. Everybody, and I was good with it. But I told Patty Diaz and them, I said, you're not gonna call me fucking none of that shit. You're gonna call me Pooh 81. I said, I'm gonna use tag name, and that's it. And everybody's gonna know who I am, and I'm gonna be dope. And everybody doubted me. They doubted. But
and then you just climbed the charts.
no, I didn't climb shit. This is what happened. Well, in radio is a diary. Well, back in the day when I first started, it's a diary-based business. So the way they get advertisement is on ratings, just like TV.
Right.
But TV gets ratings like every 2 to 3 days. With radio, it takes 3 months. So you have to do like a job, like for instance, January, February, March is your winter book, and you have to kill it without knowing where you stand.
Right. So
Then you still gotta wait another month to get the diary back, which is all the ratings and the demo, everything.
I would pass on that hat, guys.
Well, there was a radio DJ here back in
You mean
early
bloody
80s or
knuckles?
something. Steve Crosby. Steve Crosby was a legendary radio DJ. Nobody was the greatest guy in the world.
Oh, I don't know.
I met him, but I was like, when it comes to this game, I don't care. So
Okay.
I don't. I'm competitive. So like I'm not cocky, but I will tell you I'm the best. Like
You have to.
you have to.
Don't. Nobody else is gonna do that. The support don't come the same way.
That's how I looked at it. If you lose friends, you lose shit over your release.
And this is all just in radio, though.
Yeah, but radio was competitive and radio was cutthroat. And so, because I was this is where being black worked for me. Being black worked for me because I was raised as a black man and I don't care. So you can't hurt my feelings. My skin's fucking matter of fact, my skin's dry. But
It's cold weather.
yeah, I know. And black people don't do cold. We in the summer. And so I was like, I remember the book came out, and I had a kid with me. His name was Kid Chris, but his real name was Ernie. What's up? Ernie was like my little protege. White kid, but he wasn't white. He was Hispanic, but he had blue eyes. You know, he was a kid and he talked a lot of shit. And us together worked because I was about 28, and so we worked. So and then they did Mark X. They never wanted me and Mark to work together because they said two black people wasn't gonna work.
Wow.
So I started with DJ Metronics, and that's my brother too. And that book, Dean Weddle and Metro, we beat Crosby's numbers. We were the only fucking radio team to beat somebody that was legendary. And so I remember sitting in the meeting and they said everybody gets one and have a flute. Well, I have 4 fucking books with the same numbers for a whole year.
Like apologizing, or like, yeah, man, sorry.
I become something.
You kicked my ass.
I didn't know I was anything. I just thought I was this black dude that was on the radio and nobody cared.
So when did you find out you was the it factor?
2004, we had a new boss, a whole new team, except for, Gina Lee Fuentes dipped to Dallas. So slow motion comes, rest in peace again. Slow motion comes in, so it's me, slow motion, Patty Diaz.
Did you see what he does for that first fucking book? Wasn't that a bit? That's like superhero
The time
shit
that
right
I
there,
felt that I was somebody is when Jim Paul is this multi-millionaire here that owns a furniture company and all this stuff that finances all the power jams.
Okay.
And they call me in front office.
That's why he wants to at the end, it almost looks like he lost at the end, but before you
help
can do
us?
shit, they grab them.
And I'm sitting there like this, and they value my opinion. So that power jam that year was Little Wayne. Little Wayne been on class, so nobody knows it, but I quoted Little Wayne, Ludacris, Mystical. That lineup was phenomenal. It was a great crowd. It was at Cold Station, but it was great. But lineup was on some Summer Jam shit. Like it was just so everywhere. And Mystical, Yeah, the concert was crazy, and me and Mark X was the ones that hosted it. They didn't cheer for nobody but me.
Stop it.
I swear to God. Swear to God. Nobody cheered. Everybody that was on the radio, and it was so funny because I hosted that whole show, and I thought they used me to do it. And then everybody wanted to take the accolades on introducing the main act. They take me and Mark off stage and Patty ass and everybody comes out there. Me and Mark were in the grass and I was sitting there with all the mix show DJs and I told every one of them, Ray Naughty Boy, Eddie Wentz, Wanda Wonders, Rojas, Mark X. I told all of them, like, thank you. And they were like, I was like, y'all niggas made me. Y'all made me. And I never forgot that. To this day, you can talk to Jay Slim, all these dudes that ever worked at Power. They're gonna say my name and they're gonna be like, nah, who fought for us? And I fought for the big show. I didn't care about the mainstream.
I can't go.
Bring music to our past.
Well, when you keep, and when you keep that type of energy, you can't lose, man, because people can be fake all day. I've never been fake a day in my life, and I don't know how. If I don't like you, I'm just gonna walk by you.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But they don't do that here. They gotta do extra stuff. They can't just let bygones be bygones. It's like they want to throw dirt in the name, they want to disrespect, they want to go into Facebook posts and say bad stuff. Why? It's too much. Yes, thank you.
But I've actually saw, like I seen a group of black women going out here doing anything. I'm married to a black woman, and I'm like, I don't want to be the guy that's saying that I'm pro-black. I'm not pro-black, I'm pro-human.
We need that first.
And I'm a human. I believe in Malcolm X's theory. When he left the Malcolm X Nation of Islam, because I was a father said it to me, it's true. And so people look at me and they're like, oh, and I'm like, no, man, I'm not the victim. But what I am gonna be, I'm gonna be that guy that don't care because I will invoke violence into whatever the hell I'm saying if you're not listening.
Right.
And I'm not the Martin Luther King. I actually did a TikTok because the question was, what is something that would piss old black people off? And
that's going around,
I said, Generation Z, they are bigger rebels than anybody in the 60s and 50s.
They're not afraid.
I'm not taking nothing away what happened. I understand civil rights, but I also understand that the same black people that champion Martin Luther King, all those other ones that talk proper, and you shunned the dude that came out of prison that had the same shit to say, but he had a different philosophy. And because everybody else is Baptist off of a fucking slave religion.
No, you're good because it's like back in the day it was like it was peace. We're gonna protest peacefully, and we have done it. We've done it many times, and nothing happens. But now when we start,
Joe Biden gave us a motherfucking holiday. We asked for money.
Juneteenth.
Man, fuck that shit. First of all, half the people don't even know what the fuck Juneteenth is. Juneteenth is the last day for slaves in Galveston, Texas. Slavery was already abolished.
And they didn't know.
Nobody knew, and Texans weren't going to tell them. And it took a ship to come here. So to me, it's nothing to fucking celebrate. I'm sorry. And then I'll say Joe Biden gave us that, but you signed a fucking Asian act. And see, when you go into comedy or radio or stuff like that, you have to use your platform, and it's more than just being funny or.
That is true. That is true.
Your job is to be funny.
That is true.
Your job is supposed to be funny.
But what are you usually your platform for?
Yeah.
And a lot of us are scared to use our platforms because we're worried about the crowds we're going to lose, if we're going to have fans later. But there's no such thing as cancel culture.
I don't believe in it, and I'll even talk about the situation with Dave Chappelle. I said, you know, the saddest part about Dave Chappelle is that like he's from Rockford. And black people, I grew up, the reason why I got tough skin is because, man,
you got roasted, bro.
Oh my God.
You get roasted by your family,
yeah.
strangers, your church, wherever you at, you getting roasted by somebody talking shit to you.
And it's
and
culture.
then you either gonna have a clap back, or you just gonna sit there and cry.
That's it. It's culture, man. I have a lot of family in New York, and I used to hate. All right, so I used to hate to go to the Bronx. Right? A lot of my family lived in the Bronx, and I had a lot of family in Brooklyn. So a lot of the Jamaican family lived in Brooklyn, and the people from the South all live in the Bronx.
Yes.
They were the ones that talked a lot of shit.
Yeah.
They were just, because they were older. You gotta understand, I'm second generation. I'm 48 years old. And I am the second youngest of that generation. Yeah, because all of my cousins are like 56, no, they're 60, 70 years old right now.
Oh, wow.
They're old. I'm not old. My mom had me, and my mom's virtually young. She barely turned like 76 or something, and she's young to her sister. She's the only living person left because she has like 10 sisters, and they're all dead. Because they're old. They were old. They were old as fuck.
Right.
So,
full lives.
yeah, they live. And so, I grew up a certain way. And even though that I didn't, I believe black people don't age the same way as everybody else.
I like to say that black don't crack.
Yeah, and the only reason I even have fucking 5 o'clock shadow, because I like I said, I go through deep depression. But I don't go through the depression, and I have to explain this when everybody sees it and they see how I act up. I have to act up to control my depression. So,
it's balance.
Yeah, because if I bottled it,
yeah,
I'd be dead.
You explode, and
or
it's worse than
probably do something that you're not supposed to do. And I'd rather just, my career, I talk shit. Same thing as you.
Have to.
All you're doing is talking shit. You made fun of that boy. Just because you try to look around and see what the fuck I can attack real quick so I can just create a narrative. My wife do the same thing, but my wife roasted me on the wedding day. We were getting, because we wrote our own vows.
Oh, that's so sweet.
We clown.
I got married in the courthouse. I don't know.
I'm just saying, we were in a museum. We believe in religion. I don't believe in religion. So we're in a museum on Montana. We only invited 50 people and 200 showed up, but I don't want it.
Celebrity status.
But I'm not a celeb. I ain't got that celeb money to get.
You don't have the celeb money, but you got the celebrity
Man, fuck that status.
In El Paso, come on. You know how hard it is to grow up.
I've never used it. So we were sitting there, and I'll never forget. I put on there, I was like, you will support me because I wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I got out. No, I gave it up because of what she said. So I said, yeah, we will support me in my journey of being a stand-up comedian. But her rebuttal was, I will support you as a stand-up comedian, even though you're not funny at all. And the whole place started laughing. They ain't laughing like that. And when I heard it, and she kept a straight face look at me, dead in my eye, never went out of character. And I was looking at her, and I said, fucking bitch, like in my head. I was like, how the fuck did you fucking upstage me on that? She didn't say nothing the whole time. And that was their one clapback. And that one clapback, I said, well, I might not be funny. I might not really.
The stage is where they make or break you, so yeah.
Yeah, that was a big stage for me. So I was like, damn. And she, like, if she was like sitting in the audience and did some shit like that, I probably wouldn't know how to react because I already I watched a lot of comedians. As a matter of fact, I was just telling Reese. I don't know where he went. I told Reese. I told him. You know, Afion Crockett. I met. There was this award show back in 2005, 2006. It was called the Radio Music Awards. It was one of the biggest awards. It was even on NBC. It was a big award. I got nominated for an award, but I knew I was going to win because it was Ryan Seacrest and Buckmaster Flags and all these people on there.
Big name.
Yeah, but I was on there. And I thought,
yeah, you're shit. You rep it up.
hey, man, hey. I didn't rep El Paso, I rep me. I was like, because I wasn't even Pool F yet, I was still Pool 1.
Okay.
And I had this energy that, because of all the people that I met that night, the first night, it was a 3-day event and then the award show. And so we were there doing radio interviews with all the radio stations in the nation. And I got to interview like Raven Simone, Hulk Hogan. I got pictures and shit like that with all these people. And the thing was that we were doing all this. We met Cat Williams. Cat Williams was with Cat Williams. We did the interview with Cat Williams. He did shit Friday Friday after. So everybody was looking at him like he was a pimp.
Especially with the ball, like not a
This motherfucker was the most smartest dude. Like, because after all of this stuff, we hung out at Dallas. It was me and 3 other radio DJs. And we hung out with Cat. And Cat was a brilliant person, like brilliant. Well, at the same time, the girl I was with, she was another radio DJ. Her name was Christelle Butler, and she was out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Well, her best friend was Afion Crockett. And Afion Crockett was nobody. He was a rapper. Okay?
No way.
I don't know if I should say
that.
this. I don't know if I should say this.
Oh, you already on the line.
He was a rapper trying to make it.
I did not know that.
He moved out to LA. Remember, these two are best friends, so he hung out. We all hung out. And Afion did that Jay-Z bit he does. That's, I think, his claim to fame. He was doing it then, and I used to be like, oh, bro, you really had the mannerisms down. It's not the voice, it's the mannerisms. And he did that shit in front of Cat. And Cat was like, oh my God. And so Cat Williams had this big ass chain that was a Dipset chain because Dipset made him, Cameron and them made him one of him. And I'm just bugging out. And I'm sitting here, him, and then here comes Mike Evans. I didn't even know who he was. Not at that time, no. But he was just a strange dude from Ohio.
Watched them all come up in their own way.
All of them. Wow. And I thought it was amazing to watch Cat Williams. And I can tell you, each show got better and better and better and better.
I look at it.
But I was a big fan of Dave. Way before anybody was a fan of him. Like, he was skinny.
Back in his halfback days.
Before that. I was a fan way before that. The first time I ever saw him was on Def Comedy Jam.
That's right.
And I was barely 18. Dave Chappelle and me are not that far in age. But what made Dave Chappelle funny is that he could give you a punchline in the very beginning, build the story to the narrative that he's talking about. With a straight right over here, that punchline he gave you and brings all the way over here at the end and shut it down. And so I really did pay attention to technique in comedy because I was always trying to understand what makes the most. My favorite comedian was Eddie Murphy. So, and I was like 13 years old when I first I was there. I went to the movie theater to watch Raw.
Yes.
So when I saw Raw, I was like done. And then I went back and listened to Delirious and all of his other older work, even though everybody knew him from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. And I'm surprised that Eddie is going around, and I said Eddie like he's my friend, Mr. Murphy. he's going around and he's apologizing.
Yeah,
for
but
the
you know,
stuff
like,
that
you're
he did.
like-
And I don't think it warrants an apology because at that time, that's what was funny.
It's
It wasn't
because of the
authentic
wording
at
that
the
he
time.
used that just, you know, and I'm saying this as reference. I don't believe in these words, but like a lot of in Raw used the word faggot a lot.
All right.
But he didn't use. See, with black people, we turn negatives into positive.
Yes.
We use nigga. We say nigga like if it's a term.
And that's why a lot of people don't understand why people use that word when it was brought up in history. But yeah, we took that word and took it and made it ours.
Right. And so the word like faggot, stuff like
We
that,
say things that don't hurt us anymore.
it didn't reflect on gay people. Or, you know, people be like, yo, you gay. Yeah, you know, you got to look at the turnaround of the word. But I get it. I understand the usage of it. And I don't use those words. But I do use the N word because it is culture. And I try to weed it out.
Of endearment with the us.
Yeah, but I try to weed it out too because it's just it opens the gate of a whole bunch of questions. Why can't I use it? Because bitch, it ain't for you. It wasn't for you. You create. How the fuck did you fucking create a word and then be mad because we took that bitch from you? So. I don't even call white people white people. I call white people and I spell it out YT. So I don't get fucking mad. Yeah, I don't. Oh, and the natives started calling them colonizers.
Colonizers.
Then when they, you're offended, but you was fine with all this other shit.
Right.
So, but you're mad because the natives changed the narrative, just like they did the N-word, and then they said, hey, well,
Right.
you know, you call us.
We're not going to be oppressed anymore.
Because I'm not going to call, I haven't called somebody Indian since I was 13, and the only reason why is because of my culture. And so when you look at Jamaicans and you look at Geechees and all them, it's the same thing. And, you know, my mom's from Georgia, so that area of natives are Creek. It's still a descent of Navajo and stuff like that. So when you look at it, like there's a philosophy right now that black people were here before slavery. So and then I started looking stuff up and I seen a lot of West Africans. The whole theory of pirates, the whole Jack Sparrow and all that, they're black. Because pirates were black.
East India Trading Company.
And I looked at pictures. White dudes, reds, look crazy, gold teeth. My teeth are permanent, so it's like I don't feel bad about what I have. It's just like the Crown Act. The Crown Act, your hair right now, 5 years ago you couldn't wear hair like that to work. But now you can because you have to write a rule about that bullshit.
It is hair, something simple as hair.
No, but black women is different.
Yes.
Black women create, like, white women want to ask, why can't I wear cornrows? It's not for you. It wasn't ever for anybody. That was a map to get motherfuckers out of fucking South and get them up north in Canada. And it was a map. That's why when you look at cornrow designs, it was a fucking map. Black people are smart. But
now we're telling them on TikTok, hey, you want to wear it, sis, wear it. We're not going to call you sis, don't call you sis.
No. And I can't call you sis. And the reason why is out of respect, because a black woman to me is my mother, and so I have to treat her like such. You know what I'm saying? I got to treat black women differently than I treat everybody else. Some people don't particularly like it, and the first thing they say is color lines and all that. And I'm like, we didn't create that. We understand, you know, when Malcolm X taught after he came back from the pilgrimage of Mecca, he didn't fight for black people, he fought for human. And that's what I began. I need to fight for human rights. I don't need to fight for my right or black. Human rights is basic. It's a basic thing that everybody should have. And so when don't be my friend on Facebook and stuff, because I might be a very offensive person towards everybody, and it's because I believe I don't do radio no more, nor I never want to go back. Well, people still know who I am, but I want them to know, look, man, I'm an unapologetic black man.
So now that you're not doing radio, what are you doing?
I have a podcast. I have a Blue F show. I don't. I have a Blue F show. It's about 101,000.
Different things.
No, 101,000 subscribers.
Oh, wow.
It's nothing. I'm trying to get to 1 million. I can't. It's hard. But it's an extension of what I did, but I wanted my own cast. So I have my cast and I have my wife. My wife, for 10 years of radio, helped me and molded me. And I still use, like, I use ADD because that's me.
But to reach a broader demographic, you have to go
and my wife was a professional, and she speaks like the fucking person you call and it's that computer, she can talk like that. So I learned, this is why I said the importance of black women is because of the fact that they kind of mold people like me to be and like
that comes from love, because if there's no love, they don't like let you go on.
Oh no, when I watched you on stage, the thing that was interesting was your posture. So yeah, your posture was straight. Like you didn't have, even on your head, you might have had all kind of doubts going on. You didn't show. So that's what made it funny. Because I was like, oh, she's talking shit. There's 5 people in here, she's talking shit. And don't give a fuck.
And the bad part is I didn't want to attack her. She don't want to attack your dad. I'm like, how you see me talking about this my son? He would have rap artist when I got the mic.
Next week, like, you gotta, next week I got you.
Right. Open the door for him. Let him know, hey, you had a comedy show.
You're a genius, like Jerry Kleins and all. Like Jerry is my friend, and when he came in, but I had him on my podcast, and it was a high-rated show because we bumped heads naturally, and it worked, and it was funny that Mark and my wife were just sitting there like,
it just flows.
what the fuck is going on with these two? We were just going at it. And I would love to have you on when we started the season. We just wrapped up our 3rd season, but yeah, man, any help you need from me, I can do that.
Support, because I don't know if you know, but I produce a lot of shows. I'm trying to get away from the open mics, because open mics, you only do so many open mics without leveling up. And with me now, I'm touring, I'm going out on major cities and putting my comedy out there. And I have a lot to learn, because like I've only been doing it 5 years, going on 6 years. So I'm still learning the ropes of comedy, what you can say, what you can't say. But the most important thing is I'm having fun.
That's good.
A lot of fun.
That's good, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's. As soon as you lose your identity, man, it's done. It's done. It's done. I don't do drugs. Like
I drink. That's
no. I drink. I used to smoke a lot of weed, and I got sick, and I can't smoke. So I do edibles. I barely started drinking for 3 years, and it was because of health issues. And
really? All right.
it's funny to me because everybody around me became drug addicts, except for Mark. Me and Mark always stayed. We were always focused. We were always focused on a bigger prize. We were never looking at right now. But that's probably why when you're telling me celeb, I'm like, I wasn't a celeb. I was just a voice for people. I didn't have a voice. So I was the only one that power to afford to remove Shi'nanigans, which is the hood or northeast, like by Devil's Triangle. And they're like, well, they don't want to do a remote. And everybody's like, no.
You're scared to go over there.
Yeah, and I'm like, I the fuck y'all doing? And so I'll go to the remote and be cool. That's why I was number one. I wasn't number one because I fucking catered to the West Side. Or
because you went to the heart of the people, you met the people where they was at.
The ones that listened, that called in and was like, I would bring in schools like Jefferson, Bowie, Austin, Paso High, Irvin, Andrews. I would bring those schools that nobody would have brought in any other time because it wasn't the white passing Mexicans or it wasn't them.
Right.
These dark-skinned Mexicans, dark-skinned Hispanics, dark-skinned Puerto Ricans or whatever, and then it was black people. And I put that on the radio. Unapologetic. I never explained. Some newspaper interviewed me, and I shitted on the El Paso Times so bad. On the radio, I did, because they interviewed me and twisted my words because they wanted me to be apologetic about or explain why I did what I did. And I said, no, I never explained it. Because there was nothing to explain. If you understand it, then that's what it was. I didn't give a fuck about y'all, and I went on the radio.
You was being authentic.
Yo, but I went on the radio and said, El Paso Times, all they do is write articles and can't spell. Learn how to spell first. You can't even spell my fucking real name, man.
Or ask.
Fucking idiots. Well, luckily none of them are there no more. But
it's all good. It's all good.
But no, the people, and it was this black girl with a big ass afro, and she didn't like black people, man. And I told her, I was like, why don't you like black people? And she was like,
hate be killing them.
And she was like, well, you come off as a ghetto person. And I said, define ghetto. Define ghetto. And she was like, project living. I was like, okay, I live in a project.
I'm from a project.
I said, but what the fuck you mean? I'm sitting in a platform that you don't even have that you're trying to write. Because you have to interview me. That wasn't all in the interview. That wasn't in on-prem. Because I said, you're interviewing me. I'm not interviewing you. I don't even know who the fuck you are. That's what I told. I don't even know who you are. But I see a black woman. I said, yeah, I'll do the interview. But if you're going to be like that, I said, but if you're going to talk to me like that, I was like, this is what I have to say. And I said what I said, and it just wasn't resonating. And that was it. And I sat up there and I said, okay, the interview's done. And she was in the studio, so you have a good day. And I went back to my show. And I said, you're just not going to disrespect me. Even though you might think, because that radio shit gets you, like, I have to protect the license, so I can't say what I want to say.
Exactly.
You can't catch me in the street.
No, you should never be caught off guard. No, you don't want to do that.
You can't catch me in the street. I'll ask you. I'll be like, yo, what the fuck was the problem that you said? Now, I did ask her that. She was like, they wanted me. She ended up explaining herself. And then I said, yeah, see, and I said, you needed a job. I have a job. They need me to do my job. So I'm not going to explain because I'm ghetto and I talk a certain way that I got to be, I'm not going to do, I don't do cartwheels.
Like you said in the beginning, you're not going to be fake. You should always be authentic to the person that you are.
Well, you can't cartwheel for nobody, man. But that cartwheel shit, man, not everybody's built for that.
No. You put up that fake wall, it's going to come down eventually.
Yeah, man, fuck that.
But this is my interview, with who have El Paso. Well, I'm still gonna call him El Paso legend. That's what he's known here. From Power 102, the biggest radio station here.
But I was from 104 too.
Power 104, and Power 104 got like DJ Javi now, cause I did.
That's my friend. Don't try to say nothing crazy.
All I was gonna say was y'all just had a DJ battle over at Funk Mars a few months ago.
I hosted that.
Yes, he did. I was there.
Okay.
I was watching.
All right.
I was there.
See?
That's all I was gonna do. I was gonna say they had a DJ battle, which they're trying to do another DJ battle.
This is the fifth one.
The fifth one?
Yes.
Well,
we've been doing this shit for a minute.
Okay. Okay, my bad.
I'll make sure, even if I'm not here, I'll make sure you come out.
Thank you.
That.
Let me know, because I just hooked up with Lady Dubois, and
I mentor her.
Yeah. Okay. See, El Paso is a small world. So I just met her, and she DJ'd one of my shows for me.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I just was on her show, or her TV show last week.
Yes, with the Howard family meeting.
Yeah, I just did that.
I just watched it too.
See?
Yeah, so we all working together. We all working together.
We're gonna be good.
I want to thank you so much for
Man,
coming
no
out
problem.
and talking with me and meeting me. We Facebook friends already, so he gonna help support me, mentor me, hopefully, put me on a good platform. And remember, if you didn't get anything out of this interview, authentic, be true to yourself. That's what we do here.
Got to.
Yes. So I'll see y'all later. It's been nighttime
It's
shenanigans.
time for me to
part
go
2.
get drunk.
I know, right? I'm right behind her. Y'all be easy. Love y'all.
That was fun.
Thank you. Now if I can just stop it.
So, no.
There we go.
So, all you have